What is going on, guys? Stephen Harvey here from Plan to Profit, and today's video we are going to be going into my Sharesies portfolio. It's been about probably 8-9 months since my last update video, and I can tell you a lot has changed in what I would assume is a good way. So if you do want to check that out, then stick around in this video. At the very end, I'm going to be letting you know my strategy and where I'm going to be heading over 2021. Now, if you don't know what Sharesies is, or you haven't quite signed up yet, then Sharesies is actually a New Zealand business that allows you to invest in the New Zealand stock market, and now also recently, well, not so recently, but the US stock market as well. If you do want to sign up, there is actually a link down below in the description. If you sign up with that link, you will get yourself $5 to start investing with. They do also have kids accounts, so if you do want to invest in your child's future, then you can create an account yourself, go into your account and create your kids account from there. Now, as I mentioned earlier, a lot has changed since my last video. One, we did hit 2,000 subscribers, so thank you all for subscribing. If you haven't already, you can hit the subscribe button down below. And two, the portfolio has actually probably cut in half, so we'll get into that in just a second. Now, quick little disclaimer, of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so everything that you see in the video and I say in the video is not financial advice. It is just purely entertainment purposes. So you'll see some of the stocks that I hold, whether it's ETFs or companies. These are just of my choice. I'm not necessarily using this video as a way to advise you to invest in the same companies as I have. But if you'd like to do so, then I'm not stopping you from doing so, nor am I encouraging it. Now, this Sharesies video is a little different. We're not going to start with the big number at the top there. We're actually just going to go straight into my portfolio and what I'm currently holding. And it could look pretty bleak because I have actually sold quite a lot. You can literally see this is as far as it goes. So just starting off with the companies, we still are holding on to Air New Zealand, Kathmandu, Kiwi Property, Main Freight, Port of Tauranga, and then Spark as well down the bottom right. Now, you can see most of these, at least, actually no, just under half now. Just under half of my portfolio is negative in balance. This is for obvious reasons for some of these holdings. Air New Zealand as well is what I might call a recovery stock. So we're hoping for that to recover as things transition through 2021. Same with Kathmandu as well. So I'm not necessarily going to sell these. If I did, then I would sell these at a loss. And I don't necessarily think these are going to go down further. Fingers crossed. Touch wood, wherever that is. But yeah, I don't necessarily think these are going to go down that much further. I think they just hit their lows through March and just kind of have been a little bit stagnant around there just because of the uncertainty. But we have really good gains in Main Freight, as we can see. We have some further gains in Port of Tauranga, and then much the same here with Spark as well. Moving into my ETFs, I got 3 ETFs here. We have Property Fund, New Zealand Top 50, and also the US 500. So I did also sell off a lot of my ETFs, and we're going to be talking about where that money has actually gone to. But yeah, really small amount in my Sharesies portfolio. If you guys do watch more videos on this channel, you'll notice that in my Hatch account, I have a lot more money in there. So you can go check out that video, which I posted about a week ago. So if you look in, I think it's this corner, look in that corner there, there's a video up there that you can click onto and check out. However, bringing this up to the very top, we can see my total portfolio value now is $6,657.94. Moving across into my gains, we have almost a $1,500 gain here that equals out to about 12%. Now, this in my last video, I think this was sitting around maybe just under $10,000. We actually surpassed $10,000 over the last 8 months. We got to, I think, around about $12,000. And so that's why, as you can see, we have actually cut that in pretty much half. So what have I actually done with that money? I did withdraw it, and I invested it in pretty much 3 different things, okay? The first one is I actually put a lot of that into the US stock market. Now, Sharesies does already have the US stock market accessible through their platform. I had already signed up to Hatch prior to them doing so, or prior to Sharesies introducing the US stock market. But not only that, as I do actually, for my investing behavior or my habits, I actually invest large chunks at a time, and have worked out that if I'm investing over $600 or more at a time, whether it's in a company or ETF, I actually worked out that it would be cheaper for me to invest in Hatch on the Hatch platform rather than on the Sharesies platform. So if you are investing less than $600, then Sharesies can be a really good platform to do so, but I do prefer Hatch. And if you have watched my Hatch videos, I do also hold Neo as a company, and last I checked on Sharesies, Neo was not available to buy on the Sharesies platform. So yeah, I did put a chunk of that into Hatch. My second one was also into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. So I do have a large amount of Bitcoin and also a large amount of Ethereum. Okay, this is probably where I put about 60% of that money. So roughly around about $3,000, $4,000 into Bitcoin or Ethereum. And then the last amount of it, I actually put only about $1,000 of that. I just kept on the side, which I invested into my business. Okay, so I do have some small overheads with my business. So what I wanted to do is just take that 1,000 and know that that 1,000 was going to be able to pay off certain kind of softwares and other overheads for at least about 3 to 6 months. And then that way I knew that that was safe, and any additional income on top of that was mainly what we might say is profit. And so the way that I see that is if I invest that $1,000 into something that will last me about 3 to 6 months, I could actually make at least a 10x return on those, depending on how things plan out. But already just in the last month, I've already made what was probably a 30x return. So you can see why business and education are my top two investing priorities where I put my money. So nice short and sweet video here today. As you can see, our portfolio is sitting at $6,600. So yeah, cut it down in half, invested that money elsewhere. And for future plans heading into 2021, I won't actually be investing too much into the New Zealand stock market or into Sharesies. A lot of my money will actually be going more into Hatch, cryptocurrency, and also my business. Okay, so I am going a little bit on a stock diet though in the very, very short term, but later on into 2021, I will be looking at areas where I could invest more. But that is all for today's video. If you guys did like it, hit that like button down below. You'll also find down below a link to a Discord group if you want to join it. We chat about stocks, personal finance, and even business in there. So you're welcome to join that 100% free. And of course, if you want to sign up to Sharesies, you can grab yourself $5 by using that link in the description as well. Lastly though, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button, and we'll see you guys in the next one.